In the bubble gum too. Dang. But you know them all on the top of your head, Corey? What are RP16? What is RP16? I know, I'm just asking as a quiz.
Criminal acts against
Because
emergency personnel. There's a time there's a time and a place to do certain things, but regardless, that it's criminal acts against emergency personnel. Yeah, yeah. So from sergeant major below is literally under me, Corey Myers, and Mad Max. And we're the ones to make sure you guys are getting those proper training. If you guys are attending those
what is chat 17?
You're cutting off, Whiskey. Cutting off.
classes,
You was going in and out, Whiskey.
Yeah, you have to
my
start
bad.
over.
My bad. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we have a lot of classes. Everything, all the information is posted on Discord. So it is up to each individual to make sure that their training is completed. If none of their training is completed, at the end of the day, at, if you want to continue your toxic behavior, I mean, that in itself is chat 15. So
No,
you should.
I'm just asking questions.
No, there's a time and a place to ask certain things, sir.
And I said it in the chat, so I'm not interrupting you.
No, what it is it's instigating a situation. You're like feeling yourself obligated to ask what these are when you're not even in control of the training sessions to begin with.
No, I'm asking them so I know what they are.
Well, those aren't even that in itself. Those two that you spoke about aren't anything that we speak about inside the RP rules, the violations, or the PD rules in my class. So within inside my class, we speak about the ones that I most fitting for the department.
See, then you should have told me that before you called me toxic.
Nate, this
I'm
kind of
just
behavior
saying.
is pretty unacceptable.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'll go upstairs and talk to Clovis.
You guys got your body cam on there, right?
Yes. I make sure my body cam's on inside the department and outside. There's too much of this going on. Like, I mean, you either want the information or you don't want the information, and then to make yourself feel important by asking these questions, like as if those are going to be tested on. Those are not anything that they're irrelevant to our situations that we deal with on a regular basis.
So, putting Nate aside, how what does help you to memorize all the rules and stuff like that? What do you do, Whiskey, to memorize everything?
What do I? Honestly, I tell Corey this all the time. It comes with time. Experience comes with time. So the more that you do it, the more that you get, familiar with it, the more you get involved with it, and the more you study and look at different rules and, alerts and chats and, RP violations and abuses. That the more that you see that, the more you start getting familiarized with it. So that's what I do. Personally, I go on and I'll look into the rules, every now and then, just to kind of give myself a refresher course. Just because I've been here for a while doesn't mean that I know everything.
Oh, so it's just like how I memorized the 1.7, 3.2, because the HP.
Now remember, when you're going to HP, you have to be a special officer in order to go there.
Yeah, no, I can't be alone without another badge or a best officer.
Well, HP is also a different it's a different. It plays by different rules. HP, you must have a vested or a suited with you if you're unbadged or badged. Because we've had too many people going up there that are badged and causing issues with them. And as the first commander of HSRU, I'm saying that if a badged or unbadged officer is to go to HP, they are automatically have to have a vested, a or a suit with you. Those are the only ways you can go there.
Oh,
It's been
that kind of
like that
makes me.
forever, but nobody's listening. But that is how it is. I don't want
That's
anybody
because
that.
there's really not much of an actual hospital unit. I mean, everybody replies and responds to those calls, myself included. I'm not even part of that unit, and I'm constantly going out there.
Yes, so the only exception to that is if there's no HSRU officers to respond, then yes, a regular officer can respond. This isn't nonsense. This is us
No, no,
keeping
no,
good
it's not
relations
about
with
you.
HP.
Not you.
Oh, I was like, I'm legitimately trying to look out for
No,
everything.
no, no, it's not you, brother. It's about a certain individual.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to take it that way. I was just like, what?
No, no, you
No.
good.
Oh, listen, it's happened before. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe how pushy some of these people get.
No, you're all good. All right, so I understand that. So no badge or unbadged could go to hospital unless with a vest officer or higher up.
And I will make the exception if they call, let's say like I'm at HP and I call for backup and there isn't a vested on, then by all means go ahead and respond because there's nobody else that's going to. So, that is the only really exception.
Yeah, but I cannot go alone if there's no vest officer and if there's no
Yeah, that's
badge.
right. Yeah, that's okay. That's true. Yeah.
So
Oh,
I want to actually, because like there's a suggestion that I wanted to bring up is potentially using, like if there's only one badge on, or there's one unbadged on. Say that there's a situation that calls for an inmate transportation that comes from HP, which we seem to have that issue a lot. That transportation calls come out and then nobody's there to be able to transport the prisoner, or pick up the other officer. So I want to kind of speak to DFGs and FG to see what we can work out in those situations.
Yeah. So, um, as far okay, so you know what? Just to make this super simple on everyone, because at the end of the day, yes, it is FG and DFG that make the decision, but they ask me about it first and what I think. So if if it's needed, then you can go. I get okay. So if you're, in my opinion, let's say you're a badged officer and you're standing down here and by Moses, you're by yourself and HP calls and says, I need to transport my vehicle despawned, so I need a transport for like Whiskey's there, and he needs the transport for a prisoner as well. I'd be perfectly okay with you hopping in a police car,
So Clovis, what's your location?
gotcha.
going down and picking them up. That I have no problem with you guys doing, because you're not doing too much inside HP. You're just picking them up and leaving. That you don't have to be a part of HSRU for at all. That just will make it easier. I know that we get a lot of people who stand down here, and when asked, they just don't come to
Sir
HP.
Clovis, this is LT Stevens. I'm heading back to PD. Can I quickly see you on floor 2,
Like
please?
there's no vest officer and hardly any badge officers, and HP is asking for a PD to come over. What do I do?
Lieutenant Stevens, I don't see Clovis. He was here a couple minutes ago, and I don't know if he got off or what.
Probably gone for a walkabout.
Lieutenant Stevens,